Good morning, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. This is the Bart Winkler Podcast. I'm with Klay Thompson, who, as my wife would say, works for the Warriors.
Hey, yo.
I had a radio show, Klay.
Yeah.
And now I don't.
I know. I heard it was early in the morning, right?
I actually we found out at noon. My show was in the morning, but the day we got let go, I found out at noon that there was a meeting at 2, and our parents were in town, and they said, it's a radio meeting, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm pretty sure I'm getting fired.
Jeez.
But I got the podcast.
There you go.
And I got Klay. So we're in Milwaukee. It's the start of a 6-game road trip for you guys, December 2002. And I like the answer that you had the other night about, I'm just so excited to get back on the road.
Yeah.
I haven't played in some of these cities in 4 years. And now what I always wonder is, like, you come to a city like Milwaukee, but you guys fly in, play the game, fly out. And I'm like a lifelong Milwaukeean, a stewardship of this town.
Okay.
But you don't get to see anything.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're here?
Man. Well, yesterday I went to Macy's because I forgot a duffel bag.
Okay. Macy's.
The cashier was very nice.
Okay.
She told me she knew Ray Allen and Shannon, so that was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
everybody knows everybody here.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a good vibe. But I take a walk down the Riverwalk sometimes. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm a boat guy, so I like to look at the nice vessels on the water.
See, you guys usually come here when it's December, January, February. Milwaukee in the summer, I think you would love.
Yeah, your brother sings its praise all the time. He talks about the music festivals and
the music's great.
Games.
The Brewer games are great. Yeah. There's people out boating all the time.
Yeah, that's music to my ears.
But we live here, and it's like, we always tell people that say, Milwaukee, what's in Milwaukee? Oh, it's the summer's the best.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the 9 months, why are you there?
Yeah.
But if you could just get here for the summer.
Okay.
That's why we need a Bucks Warriors NBA Finals.
That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
I've been kind of, cheering on you guys and the Warriors and cheering on the Bucks. I've been waiting for that, but it seems like it never was able to happen. I'm excited for the matchup that you guys have. It's always good to see, Giannis and that style against you guys and your style. So I would really like that, and I think it'd be great for you.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, I haven't had a Midwest final since Cleveland. I feel like the folks in Milwaukee are a little nicer.
Thank you.
Yeah, experience a little more winning than the Cleveland folks. So,
well, one thing that's weird for you guys is when you go on these road trips, it's like so you've been to the finals 6 times, but you keep playing. It was the Cavs all the time. So you're going to see Toronto, who you play. You're going to see. You saw Boston recently. But there's not like a lot of finals matchups because you guys played Cleveland all the time.
We did. That was a crazy 5 years, man. But I'm sure the NBA was happy and the fans were for a little change up. And, I mean, how was it seeing a Milwaukee championship? Do you ever think the Bucks would win one in your lifetime? And
great question. It's a great question, Klay. We never did.
Wow.
We never thought we'd see one. Well, we saw one in 71.
Yeah.
And
you didn't personally see it, though.
No, God, no. Yeah. And then the Bucks started selling like 2-time champion shirts, which was weird because nobody – but it was great. We got the area that's outside the stadium, the Deer District. Okay. That was packed. I was there, very sloppy.
Yeah.
Had to work the next day. Yeah. But just to see that, it was great. We got one, and we're like satisfied. You guys have had 4. The journey, though, because you're even just in talking, the Cleveland – that was like a different kind of era. And then where you're at now, I mean, it's what keeps you this is the most sports kind of question I'll ask, Klay. What keeps you motivated to keep that championship mentality?
Oh, man. Well, for me, I've been a huge fan of basketball since I was a child, and growing up in the 90s, watching them, Mike and Scotty, they kind of transcended basketball. Everyone knows who Michael Jordan is and Scottie Pippen and the dynastic Bulls run. So that's a huge influence on our team, just knowing that, gosh, we can really leave a great legacy in the history of sports if we just win as much as we possibly can. And people love the individual stuff when it comes to hoops, whether it's the MVPs or the records broken. But we've learned that, man, when you win and you get to that mountaintop as a team, that resonates with so many people, and just the consistency of winning. I feel like fans love to see that, and especially with us, we've had I mean, being able to play with Steph and Draymond for 12 years now, like having that type of camaraderie, that just doesn't happen as often in modern day sports. So we just want to keep writing chapters to this story because we know how rare it is to really build a dynasty in today's NBA. It's incredibly hard. It
is hard, and I think it's cool that you guys have your core, but then you've had other pieces like guys in the beginning and guys that were here last year, and like the Milwaukee guys like Jordan Poole and our guy Kevon Looney.
Oh, yeah.
I think has been a part of 3 of them. So it's great to see. We've always had a reason to root for those guys and you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we have actually a pretty thick Wisconsin pipeline. You know, we got a coach, DeMarco, we got Poole, Loon, and now we got Patrick Baldwin Jr.
Yep.
So
DeMarco's been on the show. You'll have to give him you have to give him my regards.
I will.
I think I asked for you once, and my brother said I can get you Chris DeMarco.
I mean, he does coach the Bahamian national team, so I call him the Caribbean Phil Jackson. That's what he's going to do for Bahamas basketball.
Yeah, can you ever play there now? Because you were
I think I was on USA, but like let's say in a few years, I think FIBA, if I really wanted to, they could release me and I could play for my father's country, and that'd be a special opportunity. Just because I just basketball isn't as obviously big in the Bahamas as is America, but there's so many great Bahamian players now. So different than when my dad grew up. They didn't even have a national team. It was just him and a few other guys. But now there's 4 NBA players from the tiny Bahamian Islands. 750,000 people live there. And the fact that there's 4, I mean, that sounds like a medal team to me. So whether I play for them or coach, I'm going to help out the program one day. It's just really close to my heart.
Do you feel like you are in the right era of basketball for you? Obviously, there's been an explosion for the 3-point shooting. Now, there used to not be a 3-point line.
Yeah.
But the way that basketball used to be, and it's just different.
Yeah.
And then who knows what it's going to be like in the future, if there's a 4-point line or a 5-point line or a rock and jock 10-point spot. Yeah. Do you feel like it was perfect timing for you? Like you could play in any era, but this might have been the best for you?
I think so. I think I could have played in any era, and every great player will say that, but being able to follow Steph's footsteps and kind of help him push the envelope where what is defined as a good shot. Yeah, this era definitely fits me, and I give a lot of credit to Steve Kerr, man. When he came in, he just completely renovated our offense and made it so ball movement oriented that it just took my game to another level. And I think this era really suits me. I mean, I watched the 80s and 70s, and it was so different back then, man. Those guys were tough. You know, those guys were really tough. And I'm not going to say I would have held my own, but they were scary. It was scary back then, man. They were swinging on each other. And, like what is deemed a flagrant foul now compared to back then, it's hilarious, to be honest. So, I'm grateful for those guys, though. We would not be where we're at without the past greats, and they paved the road for us. So I appreciate them greatly.
Klay Thompson, a lot of people love you. They love the team. Is there because I always wonder, sometimes athletes are like, I never watched basketball or I don't even like sports. The people that are like diehard Warrior crazy. Yeah. Are you like that for any team?
That's funny you ask. I love watching my brother play. He plays in the MLB. He was in the Dodgers last year, and he had a great season.
Apparently he rakes here.
He
does well here.
Milwaukee. I got to come to a game there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to come in the summertime. I love going to these different ballparks and watching them play. I love being a spectator. I grew up a Titans fan because I grew up in Portland, Oregon. We didn't have a football team. Closest team was Seattle. I refused to support anything Seattle.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
I chose my favorite players' teams, and that was Steve McNair and Eddie George, and I've been with the Titans ever since. I do support the Niners just because they're local, but I love the Tennessee Titans, man. I haven't been to a game in Nashville yet. That's definitely on the bucket list. Once my career gets in the twilight era where I'm about to be out, I'm going to start doing these fun things where I can go to a football match or see my brother play on the road all the time. Even a World Cup, I want to go experience what that would feel like.
4 years it'll be here.
Really?
USA, Canada, Mexico.
Oh, that's exciting.
4 years.
I know. I kind of want to go to a foreign place, though. In red, white, and blue, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So you're not going to like Giannis always talks that he wants to disappear after he's done.
Yeah.
Draymond's basically got his next gig lined up.
Yeah, he does.
So you don't want to disappear or anything?
I don't want to disappear.
Coaching?
I do want to coach. I don't know if I can do the pro level though. These guys, I look at our coach, I'm like, man, you guys are stressed out. You guys got to write these game plans. You got to be away from your families.
Yeah.
It's a crazy schedule. I love the ocean. I love the water. I think I'm going to be in the Bahamas a lot, trying to build up that program. And I still want to be around the game, though. Like, basketball I love it too much for me just to be able to sail off in the sunset. There's too much I think I can give back. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to completely disappear, but I'll show up in spurts.
Okay. All right. One more thing for you. My family's a big admirer of the Warriors, as you could imagine. And I'm just going to pick one person, but could you say Merry Christmas to our Grandma Jean?
Merry Christmas, Grandma Jean. I hope your grandkids get some great gifts and they weren't too naughty.
This is my gift, Grandma. There's nothing you're getting other than maybe some gift cards.
There you go.
Klay Thompson. Thanks, buddy.
Bart,
Good to see you.
You too.
Klay Thompson on the Bart Winkler Show. Like and subscribe.